back with another Sims building video. I'm actually building my house this time, so that's a bit new for me. Like I said in my previous video, if you haven't watched that, I just moved back in with my dad because being an adult is hard. So I decided to create the house that we've just recently moved into too. Like, we moved here in February and it's October now, so we haven't been here too long, but we also haven't been here short enough. So yeah, right now I'm just getting out like the layout down, because it's a weird house. Like how it's built is weird. So there's like a secret hidden bathroom and a bunch of other things, and the bedrooms are really weirdly like together. Like, it all works in a sense, but it's just weird. Like, as it personally. So yeah, sorry about that. I just hit my mic. So this long pause is I'm checking around my house to see what is happening in the actual house, so I can kind of, because you don't get blueprints to your own house, so you just have to kind of guess, like, based on where houses are. Also, my mouse was being really finicky. Like, it would not work with me for some reason. I don't know why. We also have this garage that kind of completes the whole thing. So now I'm just getting the layout of the bedrooms, because my room, which is the one that I just moved, not the one I'm moving now, it's weird in how it's done, because like one wall is slanted, and that's a really, really just tiny wall to kind of to be slanted, and then the rest of the rooms are like square. But I overshot on a lot of things here. So basically what I ended up having to do was I just had to like to make that slanted wall, I had to cut the corner out with another wall and then move that corner room wall piece thing into a different thing and delete it. And so I'm not kidding though, that's actually how small my brother's room is. Because the only people that live in my house with me is my dad and my brother, and my mom and my sister live somewhere else because divorce. So it's also on a very high foundation. Like, once I started thinking about it, it was pretty high up. So I'm just getting the stuff down, and I'll change this later, probably in the second part of this video. If I haven't mentioned before, this video is going to be split up into two parts, because it would have been over 30 minutes of just building and furnishing, and I didn't want to put you guys through that, and yeah. So how it is like, that front room is the living room, and then you go through the dining room slash our guest bedroom where my sister sleeps when she's here, into the kitchen, and then in through the kitchen you can get to the laundry room, and then from the laundry room you can get to a second bathroom. And it's weird how it works, I think. And oh, I just remembered that I didn't put any stairs at the back door. Whoops. Oh well. Okay, so I was trying to put down like a floor trim here, but I didn't know how to do it, and I know that you could do it like on like different levels, but I thought you could do it on the ground level too, but you can't. You just have to like deal with what you've been given. I was also trying to match like the concrete to the actual trim that was already there on it, but I couldn't get a good enough one. Also, I don't know if you guys have this problem, but I can't get the stairs to move. Like, if it won't work on one side. I don't know if that's just me or if it's everyone, but I would like to get that fixed somehow. So then our driveway, we have a pretty big driveway, but we have 3 cars parking here because me and my brother both drive, and so does my dad. And so one of us ends up parking on the street, one parks in the driveway, and one parks beside the driveway. Normally I park on the street, Dad parks in the driveway, and then my brother parks in the side patch area. Oh no, I changed it in this episode. Okay. Well, whatever. So there is actually like the white oh, what's it called? It's called the white stuff that I'm putting down now, the white siding on it. That's actually what the color it is, and I was so happy that I could find it. The roof, I've never actually looked at my roof before, so I'm not for sure if this is completely accurate, but I hope it is. If it is, then I will be hella stoked. Okay, yeah, that's a bit rough. So yeah, I definitely decided to change that because it was rough. So I do spend a bit of time like trying to line the roofs together, like line them up, but then I just decided to just say fuck it because I couldn't do it. So yeah. And I'm not really for sure what color it is either, but I'm pretty sure that it's also the tin stuff because this is a pretty old house, and when this house was built, the town that I live in now, it wasn't very populated, and it was kind of like my grandmother's house. If you watch that video, which will be I'll put a card up or it'll be in the description, one of the two. If that doesn't pop up, check the description. Where you kind of have to build from what you get. So if you have extra tin lying around, then you can put a new roof on your house. So this fence, I don't actually have like hedges around my thing, and I'll change it in a second, but there is one place in my fence that is that hedge. So I was like, well, I'll just do the whole thing, and then I was like, nope, never mind, I don't like that. So I think I'm going back to change it now. So this episode is just kind of focusing on like the exterior and the layout of the house, just to kind of get like a feel for it. I also have this like extending thing from the see, there's the hedge part I was talking about, but the fence is extending from the last part, but it doesn't really connect to anything. Not for sure why it was like that when we moved in. So I do have these huge hedges right there, like in front of the living room. So I just thought I'd like size them up and do it like that, while also trying not to get in the way of the garage opening, which I do put in. Now this roof, there isn't actually like a ramp to it, but since it's on a foundation, you can't really like do that yet. The new update is coming where you can, but you can't yet. So all the rooms on the lot have to be like the same level, and so to get to the garage realistically, you would have to have a ramp up into it. I know it doesn't make sense. Or it makes sense to me, but so you have to like remove the floor to get down to the like a base level, I think that's what I'm calling it. So you do that, so you kind of go downstairs into the garage, because normally garages would be on the floor while the rest of your house is not on the floor. And it did not do any sort of dinosaur. I tried my damnedest to get this to fit, but I ended up just having to move it. There we go. I'm real proud of how that turned out, because I've never done something like that before. I've never put like an awning on top of things. I just normally just leave it as it is and be like, fuck it. But, you know, this is my house, and I yearn for accuracy. So now I'm just kind of going through and putting flowers around by the walkway, because that's how it is. And I actually have a bigger front yard than this. I just undershot it a bit, I would say. So more hedges to kind of fill in that empty space, because I couldn't stand it. And yeah, we're almost done. I'm just putting those hedges down, and then I'm going to put a few more flowers. I just found some that I really liked, and then I just changed the color of them and just kept putting them down, because that's essentially how it is. There we go. And I did forget to put the mailbox and the trash can out, but the way our oh yeah, I hate this, but our front yard is a different color than the rest of it. So like right in front of the door it's different. Like it's a different color. I hate it so much, but oh well. I thought I'd put that in too, just for more accuracy. So yeah, we are almost done with the build, and that's all the time that I've got for now. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like or comment anything you want down below, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!